What does Impact need to do? What do they need to do to get back in this game? They're down 2 points. It's still real close. It's still very close, but
they're giving the snake up point after point. They need to get into the snake. If they're not going to get in the snake, as the Ironmen are doing, they're coming hard down the snake. And even when they're losing their players, their backman's right into the snake. And Edmonton's not doing that, so they need to get going in the snake. That, like they did against Dynasty. That's why they moved to the next round. They were successful in the snake. They need to push the snake side.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen anything out of Justin Cornell this game, man. I'm
really a ghost.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything out of him yet. Thompson stepped up for Impact so far.
Maybe he's hurt. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he is hurt. That would be a bad loss for them, man. Because they need that. They need to get going down the snake side. They're consistently getting beat on this side, and it's not necessarily the Dorito side. It's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The battle's been over there, but if they just it can't be half the field, man. You have to have the entire field covered. Got about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go.
And with the Ironmen, they are pushing the Dorito side hard every point. And Edmonton
all right, we had a chance to sit down with Justin Cornell, and let's see what he has to say.
It's mostly, the most dangerous player that I'm thinking about is kind of my mirror, my opposite, I guess. For me, is Brand Short's doing the same thing, trying to do it to our team. So if he kills me, of course he's going to have a way easier time. Same thing with me. If I can get that jump on him, or beat him there, or my guys could slow him down, I've had that much easier because I'm in there alone. It's like almost if one-on-one battles the whole way. If you beat your one-on-one guy, or your teammate shoots him, it's that much easier, and then you can get down and shoot some more guys to help out them. So, but B Short's he's quick, he's smart, he's anything you want out of a snake player. So hopefully we can do a little bit better than him. Not let anyone else in there, So I like to be alone in the snake, because then you don't have to, you're not always worrying about your back, and you can be creative. You can back around in there, you can move around, you go back and forth. Seriously, whenever I'm in the snake alone, I'm thinking in my head, game over. It's you just screwed yourself dying, because I'm gonna go to work in there and not let anyone else in. And if someone does get in, I'm looking to go, stab that guy out or clear out that snake for my next guy.
Yeah, so, Justin Cornell's talking about playing the snake and what it takes, and that's what we've seen out there, actually. Just we haven't seen him do that this game, which is strange, because honestly, he's explosive.
He is. He's a game changer.
And I talked to Josh Davey about him, and he said that. He's like, what describes Justin is he's explosive. And I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. We'll get a chance to listen to Josh Davey talk about Justin a little bit later. But
we're at 4-1 right now, but we haven't seen him yet in the snake at all. So they need to get him going into the snake if they want to be successful this half.
Yeah, or Thompson. I mean, if Thompson's been getting into the snake, but everyone around him has been getting shot. So, you can get into snake one and you can kill a guy, but if the other 4 guys die around you and you have no support, then you're doomed. We've got about a minute left to go. Let's see who these guys bring on the field to start the second half. You got Johnny Perchek, Marcelo Margot. Looks like Mikko Hutteren, Mike Paxton. That's the Ironman squad.
Got Josh Davey,
Zach Yakmek. They got Justin Cornell out on the field.
Let's see if he can make something happen over here on the snake side.
Fiazza. That's a great lineup, man. It really is.
They're definitely playing conservative, and they need to take a little.
I might go, honestly, if I were the Ironman, I'd try to shoot snake one off the break, because I think they might send Justin Cornell to snake one off the break right here.
They were successful yesterday.
Because they've been so conservative this entire time. They haven't tried to go to snake off the break yet.
The snake side Dorito, they played a lot yesterday. They haven't really gone there except once so far today.
All right, so the score is now 3-1. Ironman up on top of Impact right now. The Ironman, they beat Tampa Bay, man, to get here. And I'll tell you what, Brian Smith, the first round, the wild card division, was smoking people in the snake. All right, we see the breakout right here. Nope, they don't send Justin out very far.
They don't send him at all.
But here come the Ironmen up the center of the field. Ironmen playing super aggressive this game, man. They're just, I wouldn't even say they're playing super aggressive as Fiazza gets taken out and Davey. Destruction over there on the Dorito side of the field. Oliver Lang, you see him there on the right side of the X, wrapping around, just destroying the Dorito side of the field. And Marcelo Margot filling in right behind him. And Oliver Lang's going to run through.
He's going to work over here.
No, he stops, and he's playing out in the open. He's trying to get an angle. Looks like he might have got shot. Referee, finally Oliver Lang gets taken out. But the Ironman still 4 bodies alive. As Nico Hutteren getting into Snake. Go all the way down. 50-yard line. And here comes Johnny Perchek streaking up the center of the field. He's going to come all the way through and put it on Zach Yakmek's back, and he's going to run out of bounds. That's fine, though. They're going to have to concede the point.
Yep.
Wow, Ironmen are looking good, man.
Yeah, right now,
they are looking good.
They're looking good.
I mean, we're watching, there's Mike Paxton and Nico Hutteren walking off the field. That was an amazing point. You had Oliver Lane come up, and he was able to wrap around that side of the X. I'm not sure if he was the one that chopped up both those guys, but I think he probably was, because when you're running and gunning and you have that lane open and you're able to mow them down, as soon as you get to that side of the X, you can wrap around, establish, keep them from getting wide. It's like, basically it's like, you play defensive end, you got to keep that outside contained.
Yep.
Exactly the same thing. You don't let anyone outside of you. That's exactly the same as when you go to the X and you've killed everyone on that side of the field. You just stay and you keep your outside contained, man. Don't let him get out, and that's what Oliver did. Came around. Now, he got a little greedy trying to get up there in the center.
He definitely
but you know
stayed out there, but he kept them blocked off, let his other guys make moves down the Doritos
I think he needed to do that, though, and get shot to kind of check him a little bit, because he's just been on fire running through.
He's
Once you get shot, you're like, okay, head check, let me focus.
Outside of his bunkers, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, middle of the field, out in the open. That wasn't very smart, but great point before that. And then Nico Hutteren, right off of that, he comes in, gets into the 50-ish Snake, and then Johnny Perchek on the stunt comes down and destroys Zach in that insert Aztec from the Snake. So 40 seconds.
Impact needs to really get it going here, otherwise this could be a long day for them here.
Impact, this is a big point for Impact. You got 12:20 left on the clock. They're down 3.
Well,
they go down 4.
The Snake side. Cordell was shooting on the break, and
that time we got a slow-mo replay coming up here. And you see Nico Hutteren coming down the Snake side on the top of your screen. Boom! Zach just gets destroyed by Johnny Perchek, former Dynasty star, now on the Ironman, running that last player down. And everyone on the Ironman is just stepping up right now, and that's impressive. 4 seconds for the start of this next point. And Brandon Short going to Snake 1 off the break. Does he make it?
G1.
I think he might have got shot as he came in around that side. That's when you slide in, you got to be real careful. But they lose Billy Wing off the Dorito side.
There's G1 going to the Snake side.
Brandon Short did make it in, but Scott Kemp gets shot trying to get on the other side. Here comes Nicky Cuba all the way up the center to the center X. And it's just Impact only has players on the center of the field. They have looks like might be Fiazza in the back center. All right, so 11-12 left. Impact just locking it up right now. Massey, that's Fraser Massey. Fraser Massey in there. He's trying to shoot cross field. And here comes Brandon Short. He's all by himself over here. Nicky Cuba screaming at Marcelo. And
Edmonton conceded
it looks like Impact is going to concede the point. It was only 3-on-2. Or it was 3-on-2. I don't know why would they do that? Okay, I mean, it's 3-on-2, right? And there's 10 minutes left. Why would you not let your guys try to pull that point off?
I've seen 1-on-3 guys pull it out, so I think that was a little bit too early. I mean, there's still almost 11 minutes, 10:30, whatever, left here.
Yeah,
in the
10:38.
game.
There's 10:38 left here. So
they should have gave him a little bit longer time, but maybe they want to.
Well, I totally understand wanting to get back at full strength and reset. I get that, but you're down. If you blow the horn at this point, it sends you down 4. Okay, so if you get sent down 4, that's a big mental mess, dude. It's bad. And not only that, they had 2 guys, and it's not like they were in terrible spots.
No,
I mean, they had the back spots, and I remember coming into them. If you had let that point play for like another 45 seconds, you're going to lose that time anyway in the 2 minutes. So just let it play for another 45 seconds. If you're starting to get closer, like you get to maybe 6-7 minutes,
then you pull it.
Because then it gives me 6-7 minutes to try to score 4 points, tied up, send us to overtime. But right now, I don't know. I didn't really like that call.
No. At this point, Impact seriously needs to get down that Snake side.
Yeah.
They need to go down through
they're not even trying. I haven't really seen the aggression.
Yeah.
They're not playing aggressive. They're not playing Impact paintball. The Ironmen, on the other hand, they're
dialing the field in, man. They're getting ready to go and play tomorrow. The way they're playing right now.
Yeah, they are.
They look good.
It looks like, at least body language wise, even just listening to him talk, we see the pits right here. Impact. Bart Yakmek, the coach and owner of the team.
I'm getting text messages. People want me to talk louder, so I'm going to talk louder.
9:02 left on the clock. Minute and 30 left to go before the start of this point. Let's see who Impact sends out. I think I see Josh Davey over there. He's pretty much just run every point. And I'll tell you what, man. Josh Davey came off a broken leg injury. I mean, Josh Davey literally broke his leg in half practically wake skating. We had a chance to sit down and hear what he had to say about that injury. You guys will hear that interview in a little bit. We're looking at the pits right here.
To come back from the injury, that leg injury, to come back and play at the level he's playing at, and playing the points he's playing day after day, he's
running nonstop. Like, they run him every point.
And after the matches, he's limping around. He's going to work. He's giving everything he can.
Yeah, he's definitely leaving it all on the field. 9:02 left, and had a timeout called. So Impact trying to figure things out. They need to. So this is the 2008 PSP World Cup webcast. Got our web show, and next up we have Boston Red Legion taking on the Philly Americans. Both teams playing very well. Philadelphia Americans taking down X Factor in a close set of games. I mean, that was pretty brutal.
They were good games.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then Red Legion pretty much put it on you guys real bad.
Yeah, that was not the way I wanted the day to go, but it did.
It was frustrating for you guys, too, because you just picked up Danny Tiljack and Carl Markowski. So
and Carl played great.
Yeah, he did play great.
So did Danny.
He left it out on the field.
Yeah, they really did.
And to see the breakout of the Ironmen right here, and Scotty Kemp trying to break all the way out. Oh, penalty. I think a penalty on Johnny Perchek. So Paxton comes off. Actually, it's Oliver Lang there in the corner, not Scott Kemp. And Justin Cornell finally able to get into Snake 1. First time we've seen him there all game. He's backed up by Zach. Justin immediately, as soon as he gets in, gets shot. Cross field by, I think that was Marcelo Margot. No, it was, I think Nicky Cuba in the center. You see Zach Yakmek trying to shoot cross field, and he needs to get something going, man. He can't just stand in there and duel out.
You get a penalty, and you're still not coming down the field. You got to get it going here, man. Get down.
57 seconds left on that penalty. Looking at Oliver Lang trying to get small in that bunker, because all the way on the other side of the field, Fiazza, man. Fiazza is so consistent on that drill side. I mean, he's another one of those. People ask, okay, who are the most underrated players? Anthony Fiazza. Anthony Fiazza is one of the most underrated players. Josh Davey coming up behind him. Zach Yakmek shooting cross field. Taking out Marcelo Margot, so that's going to open things up over there. You see immediately Josh Davey and Zach make moves off that. Zach spreads the field to the back stand-up, mirroring Oliver Lang, and Josh Davey coming up that. Oh, but Oliver immediately switches his gun over and takes out Fiazza. And then he goes right into the 50. And now I don't know if Josh Davey saw that. If he pops up, he might catch Josh Davey cross field. He's going to have to try to catch cross Davey cross field. Oh, but nice job by Zach Yakmek to take out Oliver Lang. He just wrapped around. I don't know why Oliver went to sleep on that guy.
Out of the penalty box.
Oh, Mike Paxton coming out of the penalty box.
Mike Paxton made it, too.
Oliver could have used him about 30 seconds ago. Hey, that's what happens when you get a penalty. Johnny Perchek got that penalty.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I know, for sure. So 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in this match. This point spread is 4 points. Oh, look at Zach just going to work. But here comes Paxton. Paxton spreads the field, and you see right now Zach Yakmek trying to get a shot on Mike Paxton. Paxton head checks. Let's see, Paxton's probably going to try to get another head check, or he might come out shooting. No, he's trying to lock up the other side of the field. It's just him, though, and I don't think Zach understands it's just him, because he would have ran him down by now. You know, in this situation, it looks pretty far, but it's only about, there he goes. So they take each other out, but Still an Impact player left across the field, so Impact able to get that one, and now we have a 3-point match with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left. So
the amazing part of that point right there is Impact had Ironman in a penalty and still sat on it. They didn't take advantage of it.
Yep. So Josh Wimet hanging that flag. And by the time that the clock winds down, we're going to be at the 5-minute mark for the start of this point with a 3-point match. That would really be hammering home right now if I was Impact's coach, the need to get down that snake. Look what just happened. They neutralize Oliver Lang. They take him out. Zach plays great, gets a kill across field, and then finally they win a point.
Yeah.
You know, so
they definitely need to keep pushing. We've said it from the beginning. They need to push down the snake, and they're not doing it enough.
No, they're not. And it's, again, it comes down to a lot of things. Yes, teamwork. Yes, strategy. Yes, all. We could just talk forever. We could go on and on and on. We could talk for you and me probably talk for 4 hours over the intricacies of strategy. But honestly, at the end of the day, you can just take that playbook, throw it out the door, because just take it, light it on fire. Because honestly, it comes down to individual players stepping up
And wanting to win. And obviously something's happened in Impact where they aren't as confident about going to that snake as they should be, and as they did yesterday against Dynasty. But again, today,
they took down the number 1 seed, and they're playing this game like
they played the first
we
day.
barely made it through the wild card. We got a replay. Let's check it out. Okay, look at this. You see Zach Yakmak, and you see that he comes out one side and immediately streaks and cuts hard right. Now, Mike Paxton, as soon as he came out and he didn't see him cutting to his right and cutting to Zach's left, he immediately goes hard the other way, because that's how it works, man. You're basically trying to get the angle to work for you. And you also want to increase your survivability on a move like that. Now, unfortunately for Mike, he didn't have anybody else left alive, so he's just sacrificing his body in the hopes that maybe he got a ball across field before he came back.
The fact that he got out of the penalty box was a feat itself.
Yeah, because they grinded down that penalty. So 15 seconds left before the start of the point. Oh, we got a technical timeout. They're fixing the penalty box.
Mike, when he came out, nearly took the whole thing down.
They let the beast out of the cage, and he broke the cage door down.
It almost went.
Well, when you come out of that box, you're really trying to get out of there fast so you can get in and live.
Because everyone's trying to massage you.
All right, so we are at the 5-minute mark right now, and we got a little technical timeout as the Zebra crew is fixing the penalty box. Look at that. You got Zach Yakmak. Dude, honestly, that's... Okay, guys, you want to know underrated players? Remember the names. Anthony Fiazza, Zach Yakmak. Everyone hears about Josh Davey. Everyone hears about Justin Cornell. Those guys all play on the line, and they are awesome, but those are the underrated guys. And those are the guys that need to get their props.
So far this match, Justin Cornell has been non-existent for them.
Yeah, he really has. He's got the snake one once and got his face blown apart.
Yeah, they're down 5-2.
They got him in again right now. Let's see if he can step it up and make something happen. They got Josh Wimet in there, Josh Davey. There's a lot of dual names on teams. There'll be like 2-3 Alexes. Alex Savino, Alex Frazier. Josh Wimet, Josh Davey. And we see Justin Cornell again getting shot off the break, trying to break out wide. And he really has been unproductive this match for Impact, and that's huge for them, man. They need everyone hitting on all cylinders. Zach and Josh Davey and Fiazza and Thompson can't do it by themselves. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left, and now the Ironmen, honestly, they're up 3 points, and they're just going to continue to do what they've been doing, which is play methodical, smart, aggressive paintball.
Grind the clock down. It's not about...
Yeah, the clock is not...
2 out of 3.
Is not Impact's friend right now.
They're one match closer to getting to tomorrow.
4:20 left on the clock. And it's interesting. We really have. I mean, we've seen some snake play, but really not as. I would think that today. I was actually predicting Justin Cornell would step up for this game. I really was.
He's definitely having a rough day, and when you keep going out and it's not working for you. Sometimes take a break for a second, get your head cleared up.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to make things happen.
I'd sit him right now, honestly. Yeah. I'd just have Zach and Thompson over there at this point.
He's actually killing him right now.
Yeah. I'd sit him down and I'd be like, I'd give him one more chance because he is good. I'd be like, here's the deal, bro. If you want to go out there again, you have to promise me you're going to play your game. Because if you're not going to play your game and at least try to get in the snake and stop dying on head checks, then I'm going to put Thompson out there because Thompson got in there twice already.
Here's Billy Wing moving to the Xbox. Putting a little pressure on the Edmonton's
Billy
Dorito
Wing
side.
coming up to the X, wrapping around. Let's see if Zach Yakmak picks that up, because if Zach steps up top or comes over the top of his bunker, he's going to have a shot on Billy. However, he's having to deal with Nicky Cuba, who's shooting at him cross field. They're in a gunfight. So Nicky Cuba and Zach are in a gunfight right now. Billy Wing and Josh Davey are in a gunfight.
Oh, blew him apart.
Oh, see, Billy lost that guy in the Dorito. He didn't see Fiaz over there in the Dorito.
Edmonton needs to keep the pressure on here.
Scott Kemp still alive over here on the
time.
Snake side. See, look at this. The Ironmen, again, in the Snake. And not only that, they got Brandon Short out on the tape. They're making moves.
Yep.
They're stopping at their bunkers, and they're gunfighting, and they're making smart moves, but they're making moves.
They're making them, and they're slowing down.
And it's not like Impact's not shooting a couple of them, but they're beating them to the punch. Paintball is about making people bend to your will, and you want to be making them react to your actions. And now Brandon Short doubling up with Scott Kemp in the Snake.
Zach Yakmak needs to make a move down the Snake side. He needs to put some pressure here.
And now Brandon Short getting across to the 50. Oh, running down the Dorito side of the field. The Dorito side is completely clear. And Josh Davey, I think, he's transitioning over there. Oh, no, wait, might be another one still alive. Brandon Short gets taken out, so it's just Scotty Kemp. Wow, this is a straight-up trench battle right now on this side.
Again, Ironmen are killing the clock. So
this is smart. We have under 2 minutes left to play. They're down 3 points. Impact has to win this point. They got to win this point right here. It's pretty much over. Yeah. And I think that, like, Josh Ouimet definitely understands that. He gets across over there to the Dorito side of the field, and here comes Zach Yakmak. He's hunting. Oh, he opened up across field, and now he just let Scotty Kemp. See, you'll notice they're going to pull both of them out. Now, you got to be careful. When you're running somebody down, as soon as you shoot their bunker and the guy's a good player, he's immediately going to switch his gun over, and that's exactly what Scott Kemp did.
He basically said, hey, here I come.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming, bro. Switch over. Hey, switch your gun to my side. But I'll tell you what, because it was such a bloodbath point and Josh Davey stayed alive, or no, Josh Ouimet stayed alive. No, that's Josh Davey. They're both tall, skinny, and named Josh. So Josh Davey runs that flag in.
But the Ironmen were successful in the fact that they knocked off 2 more minutes off the clock there.
Yeah, so we now have a 2-point match. But here's the problem. And again, props to Josh Davey for playing on that just healed broken leg. And it's not really the leg that's giving him problems. It's his ankle, because he tore tendons in the ankle, and it's really bad, man. It's a really, really, really bad injury. All right, we got actually Josh on the
I broke my chicken wing. Busted the tibia, the outside tibia, fibia, the outside bones. Big spiral fracture. It's about 6 inches long, blew up. Wake skating. I was wake skating, having some fun. Tried to do a wake-to-wake 180 on a wake skate, which is similar to a wakeboard. Flew off, lost the board, so all those skateboarders or wake skaters out there, it's like doing a flight of stairs. 1 foot stayed on the board, it took it and snapped it. Seen the bottom of my shoe, tore some tendons in my ankle, and big breaks. The Houston tournament got canceled, so I had missed one tournament, and I'm back up on my feet. It's slow going. I'm a little, I think anybody that's broken a bone before doing anything, it takes a bit to get over that mental hurdle of, because you're babying it. You can feel that it's broke. You don't feel as confident on it. So I was doing some running around, but I'm still feeling 75%, 80%, so not as confident on that ankle. The ankle's the weak part. So, but getting there. It's after the game that I really pay. I'm limping around like an old man. I'm going to have a cane here soon. So I don't know if it's ever going to get to be 100%, but it's good enough to play paintball, so I'm going to rock and roll until she falls off. One of the two.
So yeah, man, Josh Davey out there on that just healed broken leg, man. Wake skating, tough.
I tried that once, and that was
How'd you do?
I did a face plant. It was pretty fun.
Man, you used to be a break dancer. How could you not do that sort of stuff?
Bringing up the break dancing.
All right, so here's the scene. What's going to have to happen is Impact's going to have to come hardcore. So they might double up the X, go hardcore up the center, and then maybe run a stunt down one of the sides, maybe down the Dorito side because it's faster. And maybe try what Olang did, actually maybe do that one point and then try what Oliver did the other point. Now, if I was the Ironman, I would just shoot really heavy guns, man. Heavy guns. Maybe send somebody up the center as well to try to counter that. Just get in there and just go straight up bloody knuckles with them. I mean, it's going to be just paint will be flying. Everyone gets completely destroyed and welted up, but everyone comes off dead. That's the point, you know.
Yep.
So that's what I might do, because they're down 2, and LA calls a timeout, trying to ice Impact down.
It's.
What would you do?
I've seen it
they
done.
have to score 2 points in a minute and 7 seconds.
Well, Impact. If we were in this position, we would definitely got to go. But Ironmen need to meet them at the X. They need to meet them there to clear that guy out. But the way Impact's playing, can it be done? Yeah, 2 points in a minute. The way they're playing this match so far, I don't know. But they can do it. I've seen them do it. But
it definitely can be done. I mean, and they have the players to do it because they have those run and gun creative players. We got a slow-mo replay here coming up. All right, let's look at this run through right here. Now, see, you notice that Zach shot his gun before he got there. Now, Scott Kemp was looking on the other side of the field. If we go all the way back, go all the way back right here, and
here I come.
Right here, he shoots his gun. Scott Kemp's looking the other side of the field. He's looking at the other side of the field. He shoots his gun. Oh, he's coming. Oh, I'm just going to turn around, and we're going to trade out. Zach could have made that move if he didn't. So if you're watching out there, do not shoot your gun at the bunker and telegraph your move before you get there. Even though Zach's a phenomenal player, I'll take nothing away from him, but he definitely could have made that run through clean, and they won that point anyway.
But he basically said, hey, here I come.
All right, so here we go. Trying to get to the snake off the break. Thompson makes it in there. I don't know why they haven't been doing that this entire match. They sent Justin Cornell up the center. Let's see what he can do. Yep, starts clearing him out. Awesome job by Justin Cornell. Brutal point. Wow. And here comes Impact. Wow, that was awesome. That was an awesome point by Justin Cornell. Finally, see, that's what I'm talking about. Steps up. He's been playing terrible all game, getting shot, not making his bunker, and not really being a factor, and then steps up right when they need him. They needed Justin Cornell to do something, and it was good. He wasn't doing well on the snake side, which is normally his forte. So, hey, let's send him somewhere else. Maybe he just needs a little bit of a change. So they did that, and Justin goes up and clears out the center.
And they left plenty of time to do it again.
Yeah.
Here's
and I mean that was impressive. Oh wow! Look at the major penalty on the Ironman. That's why the point went so fast. Oh, and also here's what happened. You get a major penalty
that's
within 90 seconds.
It's 5-5 now.
Well, no, that's why they immediately got the point. Okay, so here's what happened. This is what happened. A major penalty was assessed on the Ironman. I'm not sure who it is. As soon as we know, we'll get it up there for you. But if there's a major penalty within 90 seconds of the end of the match,
automatic swing
it's an automatic point for the other team, and they start with 4 down. So this really changes the game here because the Ironmen have looked awesome this entire time, but they didn't put it home. It's like having someone on the ropes and you never knock them out. That's basically what's happened to this. And now they made a major, huge, that was a gigantic mental mistake. I'm wondering who got that penalty. Because if I was Shane Pastana,
that guy needs to get a shake.
Yeah, if I was Shane Pastana right now, I would be livid. I would be so angry. And you could see, and Shane Pastana is out there right now talking to his boys.
Right here, if they tie this game up.
Oh, Marcelo Margot getting that penalty. Wow. You know, Marcelo, he's a phenom. I mean, he's young. I think he's only 18 years old. He won a world championship last year with the Ironmen, and he's really been stepping up. But as we got 3 seconds before the start. But Marcelo Margot, man, just to get a penalty at this particular time in the match, that's a huge mental mistake right there. And all the way up to the center again. They send Justin Cornell up to the center again. Now he's wrapping around trying to make it happen. Oh, they take out Oliver Lang, but Justin gets torn up, takes Billy Wing out, though. So bloodbath so far. They still got Nicky Cuba alive in the center as Thompson comes flying down this tape. Thompson's going to look cross field. It's just Nicky Cuba. 35 seconds left. Oh, Thompson getting nicked, though. I think he got shot cross field, and now Nicky Cuba, he's going to make a big move. So Nicky Cuba's still alive. Nicky Cuba coming down the snake. So a penalty probably going to be on impact on Jimmy Thompson trying to make something happen. So now Nicky Cuba, he's just looking, probing, trying to figure it out, what's going on. And he's just watching that clock. So it's looking like this game's going to go to the Ironmen. As 5-4-3, Nicky Cuba. You know what? Look, that's what we're talking about. Nicky Cuba's clutch. Nicky Cuba. See, Marcelo comes out, gets a 5-minute major, a 3-minute major, and you see the arm pump by Nicky Cuba. Awesome job by Nicky to in that chaos, stay alive, figure out what he needed to do, and make it happen.
And he had time to wave at Thompson during the game. Did you see his little wave he gave him?
Yeah, he did. He gave him a wave.
He gave him a wave. Hey, I'm over here.
I love Nicky.
But you know what? The way Impact finished that game, that'll give them maybe a little momentum going into the next game.
Yeah. So
they
you see,
needed that.
Yeah, no, they needed that. So so honestly, if I'm Impact, I would be too. I mean, honestly, I'd be like, look, guys, you need to step it up. But I'd be like, okay, they did come back, and yeah, the penalty helped them, but they were looking great that point anyway. So props to Ironmen for taking the victory. Congratulations to them. So right now in the series and in our format, this is how it breaks down. We have the Russians taking on All-Americans, and it's a best 2 out of 3. That's the next game coming up after this. Right now, the Ironmen had just took down Impact, so Ironmen have 1 win to Impact 0 wins. So if the Ironmen win the next game against Impact, then they advance to the finals. They advance to play for that $20,000. You see Impact spilling onto the field right now to come shake some hands, and they are backs to the wall right now. Do not want to get there. See Zach Yakmek, and they don't want to get eliminated. This is Josh Davies never won a tournament. Justin Cordell's never won a tournament. To be officially, they make their living playing paintball, so, and they are professional paintball players.
I'm sure,
but dude, if you haven't won a tournament, that's a huge mental block. It's like having writer's block. You're trying to, you've already done awesome stuff, and you just can't actually get it out. Very important. Okay, so
next
we
match.
got about 10 minutes to the next match.